Hey, and welcome to this week's video. I hope you are all having a wonderful day, wonderful week. It is a little springy here in Toronto, so super excited about that. Just got back from a walk, and I really wanted to share with you something that I've been doing over the past few weeks with clients a lot, and so felt drawn to share it with you. And so sometimes when I see sort of similar themes coming out, I like to share this in a more global way with people. So, energetic boundaries or creating an expansion of your energetic field. And really, I want to share with you why that's so important and actually how to do it today so that you can not need to worry about protecting yourself from other people's energy or putting up these really rigid boundaries around yourself. All of that will evolve from this expansion of your own energetics and your own field. And I can't wait to share this with you. It's really powerful, really life changing, and we'll dive in just a moment. Okay, so just a few minutes around boundaries. I'm actually not going to speak to them from the traditional way of boundaries. Probably not even my expertise, actually. Really, my expertise is around the energetics. And so I just want to touch on a couple of things. When we can expand our energetic field, we actually, in effect, expand our own presence and our own energy. And by doing so, we are actually creating a boundary around us. So, a lot of times when you feel like perhaps you're taking on other people's energy or you feel you have this need like you're being encroached upon, that's when it feels like there's a boundary that's being crossed. And again, I'm not going to really speak to it from an intellectual place. You can then take, once I show you how to do this, you can from this place then decide what outer actions you want to do in terms of creating structure around you, if that's something that you're wanting to do. So, really, a lot of times, people, when we feel like we are taking on other people's energy or we are, yeah, we just feel really tired because maybe we are in a room full of people or there's someone who we feel like is actually drawing on our energy. This is all really common, especially, well, it's common for everybody, but if you are sort of familiar with the energetic world, you may be more sensitive to it. So if you're highly sensitive or intuitive or energetically inclined, this may impact you even more. But I will guarantee you it impacts all of us because we are all energetic beings and we all work with energy, vibrate with energy, and interconnect with other energies. And so, what's happening when that is when that's showing up for you, when you feel kind of like someone's like in your space, or you just feel like you just want to push back a little bit, you want to have a little bit more space for yourself. What's happening is that your field is actually really compressed, and a lot of times it's very compressed in the back of the body. So it's meaning it's very close to your body. And so we don't always have to have this huge magnetic, massive field. Sometimes we actually want to keep it a little smaller for our own selves. But today I'm going to show you how to expand it so that you are actually pulling yourself out and allowing whatever does, I'm doing this because whatever doesn't match this energy that you are expanding will sort of bounce off or fade away. And so we could talk about, I tend to not talk about protecting your energy. There are people who are very expert in that, and so if that is something that resonates, definitely seek that out. Not my area of expertise, and actually not even what I won't say I won't believe in it, but I believe more in the expansion of you and how when you expand your own energy and field, that actually creates a boundary around you. And it also makes you feel awesome because you're expanding your field. So really it's a twofer, right? You're getting two for one as you do this. So I think I'm going to leave it at that sort of explanation, but really just tune into yourself. And as always, I want to make this experiential. So if you can close your eyes, always recommend that. I will guide you through this process, and let's just try to keep this to 7 or 8 minutes or so. This is more for me. So just tune into yourself and just notice for yourself, maybe close your eyes, hands on your body, And just notice if you have a sense of a tightness in your body or a shrinking in your body, or if it just feels like you're being encroached upon in some way. And so you may get the image of one or two people specifically that are sort of in your field or kind of in your, when I say field, you might think in your thoughts or in your emotions, right? That's all in your field, right? And so just notice what comes up for you. We're not actually going to be addressing the people right now, but just notice for yourself how that feels. And just notice how big you feel in your energy, maybe how powerful you feel in your energy, or if it feels like it's being taken or it's being squished. And so this can happen very often. And so this is a great practice to do. So what I'm going to have you do is to tune into your heart or solar plexus area. And I just want you to notice or find that, I'm going to say, that spark of you, that essence of you, that soul piece of you, whatever language you want to have, but it's that part of you that is you no matter what you're doing, no matter what your rules are. It's this essence of who you really are. And so I just want you to notice that within your physical body. Usually you're gonna feel that sort of somewhere around the heart or solar plexus. So tune into that and just notice for yourself right now how expansive it feels or how big it feels. So it might be like a little spark or a little flame. You might get that image. And it could be tiny depending on where you are. It could feel really quite large. And even if it feels large, stick around. Why not? You're already here. We can expand this even more powerfully. And I will talk to you about the benefits at the end of that. So just tuning into that energy, and we're just going to use the breath right now to expand that energy, that spark, that essence of you. So as you inhale, just allow that spark to get a little bit bigger. And then as you exhale, just let it settle into your cells, into your body, into your nervous system. So again, as you inhale, just allow, and it's like a flame, like if we put air on a flame, it's going to get bigger. So as we inhale, just expanding that flame or that spark, really this essence of you, this personal power, this power center within you. And then as you exhale, just allow it to settle into your cells. So let's do this a few more times. And you may recognize this from a personal power meditation that I did. I really want you to, it's similar. That was a little bit more around your solar plexus. Really now we're feeling this a little bit more in the heart and expanding into our field, and really understanding a slightly different purpose for this today. It is definitely about expanding your personal power and your presence, but it is also about expanding your field and allowing you to have this layer of boundary between you and other people's energies. So just continue to do this breathing, and as you breathe, expanding this spark, this essence, this energy, and then exhaling to let it settle into your cells, into your body, into your nervous system. So you may start to feel that spark fill up your whole chest, fill up your whole heart area, fill up the upper body, coming all the way down to your pelvis. So just keep going and allowing this to expand as big as it can, not forcing it, but allowing it to get bigger, and then exhaling to let it settle into you. So let's do about 5 more breaths. And my invitation now is to allow this essence energy to come outside of your physical body. So starting to come outside in the area around you. And really make that a 3D area. So not only to the sides, but to the front of you and the back of you, like a big cylinder. Especially at the back, we can be very compressed in our energetic field, in our aura. It can be very close to our body, and actually it allows people to kind of get in the back door a little bit. So see if you can expand that or fluff that out as you're doing the breath. The breath just helps to guide this process. So a few more, just allowing yourself, your energy to get as big as you can in this moment. And just noticing maybe the areas where it's a little harder to find this space or this expansion. There's no rushing this, no forcing this. You can just do this as much as you can for today. And then you can imagine reaching out in front of you, taking your hand if you can. It's really good to get our body involved. and turning a knob to the right that is going to increase this expansion of you, this spark of you, this essence of you. So perhaps notice now how you feel in terms of your energy. And hopefully it feels a little bit bigger than it did just a moment ago before we started. So notice how powerful you feel, perhaps on a scale of 1 to 100. I'm going to give you the 100 so we can have more range here. And how powerful, how big do you feel, and how magnetic, how I will say protected or expanded, whatever feels right for you. How does that feel for you on a scale of 1 to 100? Just notice what the number is, wherever it is, whatever comes to you first, 23, 46, 83, whatever it is. And then turning that knob to the right, or using a different kind of knob to sort of increase, like you're increasing the volume, whatever works for you to expand this essence energy. It may start to go up by ones, it may go up by twos, it may go up by fives. And so just, I'm going to give you about another minute to expand this as far as you can. Again, not forcing, but allowing yourself to get as close to 100 in your magnetism, in your personal power, in your own energy field. Just feel your energy getting bigger. So in your body, outside of your body, around your body, right? Some of you may be able to expand this energetic space that you have to the whole room that you're in, your whole home that you're in, right? We can actually expand infinitely. So allow yourself to go as big as you are able to go in this moment. And you may not want to go infinite, right? You just may want to have it like a few inches around you, right? So just tune into whatever that is and turn the knob as far as you can for now. And when you feel like it's enough for today, you can stay here if you want while I just kind of continue and continue expand it, but you can always come back and do this. So just imagine locking that in or putting a little stopper on it. So you're holding that energetic, I'm going to say breadth and width, right? So you actually are surrounded, expanded in your own energy, your own spark, your own essence, your soul, whatever is coming through for you. And just notice how that feels now. And yeah, for those of you who are sensitive, you're going to feel a shift. And then I invite you to perhaps bring in those people that were perhaps, or that, the people, it's usually people that we feel are encroaching on us. And so you may have specific people, or you may have just kind of felt like your energy was being depleted. And so I just want you to tune into that for yourself right now and notice if that feels different for you. And likely it will. And if not, you can go back and do this again. So let's just take a couple more breaths to really ground this into your body. And just really notice for yourself how this feels within you. How does it feel to be bigger? How does it feel to take up more energetic space? How does it feel to have some spaciousness around you? Just notice again the back of the body. I will guarantee that's the spot you're gonna want to keep working on. Imagine filling that out or fluffing that out behind you, filling it with your energy. And when you feel ready, just feel yourself grounded in the chair that you're in, be back in the room that you're in. When you're ready to open your eyes, but see if you can hold the energetics that you have now created. To see if you can feel it with the eyes closed. Sometimes, eyes open. Sometimes it's very easy to sort of tune into this with the eyes closed and harder to feel with the eyes open. So just tune into that, notice what that's like. Just notice the shift from beginning to end. Maybe notice how far you got that number up. You can come back and try to increase that tomorrow. And we're never trying to force this, but the more we can be expanded within ourselves, we are going to feel fantastic. We are going to be connected to our personal power. We are going to become magnetic and radiant. So these are all great things and all things I've talked about in other videos. But today I want you to understand the idea that you are now bigger in your field, and that frequency is going to allow you to have space around you and not allow really for other people's energy to kind of get into your field. And in fact, if they're not even matching sort of where you are, it's going to bounce off, or you're not even going to come in contact with them. So I really wanted to give you this. And so just tune into yourself. Maybe right now, there may be specific people or circumstances where you've maybe had some insights. You do want to create those external boundary pieces within your like in your 3D world. And so you may want to be doing that. And I'm going to leave that to you to decide, but really wanted to give you this tool. It's so powerful to do this work internally and expand yourself, and you will see the external shift. You will see, actually, I almost guarantee, if you will do this for a week or 2 weeks, depending on if there's a lot of this going on in your world, you're going to start to see the external shift. You're going to start to see that you don't even have to set the boundary, or that boundary is going to come more naturally to you. And ultimately, you're going to feel much more in your own power, much more grounded within yourself, and much more holding your own energy. And so that's really what we want to be doing, right? Everybody's responsible for their own energy, their own thoughts, their own emotions, but it's very easy for sometimes other people to sort of throw that at us. And it's also very easy. Sometimes people aren't even throwing at us. We can be very open and maybe caring and wanting to support people. And so we can actually almost unconsciously take this on and sort of hold it within ourselves. And then all of a sudden feel really tired and really depleted. And so I just really wanted to give you this idea of this expansion. And so really, as I said at the beginning, it's like a twofold thing. You will feel more magnetic, more powerful. Your day is going to flow, and you will also have created this energetic boundary, so that only things that are aligned and people that are aligned are going to match. And yeah, I really invite you just to play with this. It's something you could do every single day, to come back to yourself, to tune into yourself, and to expand yourself as you show up in the world. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you do have any questions or any insights, as always, love to hear those for you. And you can leave some comments below. Love to have comments. Love to have you subscribe if you haven't already. You can like this video, share it with other people. These are tools that I believe everybody needs to have, to allow more flow and ease and expansion, within your life, within your business, within your impact. So that's why I'm so happy to share. Have a wonderful week, and we will see you next week.